Hello. As the title suggests, I fell, sprained my left wrist, 2 ligaments in my left foot, and I sprained my right ankle, which is feeling a lot better. So the fall occurred 2 weeks ago when I was leaving my performance class. I was walking down the stairs, and on the very, very last step, I thought I was at the floor. And I was not at the floor, because there was another step there. So I walked and I just completely fell, hit the ground, and I immediately felt like I was going to pass out. So that's how I kind of knew, yikes. Luckily I had the best roommates in the entire world, and they drove me to the doctor, and it happened to be parents' weekend that weekend, and so my parents already had a hotel. They came down, and I actually ended up going home for a whole week because I was just, like, I didn't even know how I was going to shower. And even being in the hotel room, crutching from the bed to the bathroom was such a difficulty. I kind of knew my dorm was going to be a challenge. I already had my MRI, and the doctor said everything's looking good, it's just a sprain, nothing serious, and after a whole month of this boot, I should be back and better than ever. Alright, my camera battery died, but I'm back, I'm charged, and I'm better than ever, so now it's time for a book haul. Recently I went to Barnes & Noble because I was feeling pretty sad about my leg, and I bought some amazing books, which I'm going to now share with you. The first book I got, I'd actually never heard before. I went to Barnes & Noble, and it is called Brooding YA Hero, Becoming a Main Character Almost as Awesome as Me by Carrie DeRiso. And Carrie DeRiso is also the woman who runs the Brooding YA Hero Twitter account, which is one of my favorite Twitter accounts. And this book is told from the perspective of a male love interest from a young adult novel, and it's basically a satirical way of looking at that character type. And I personally feel very called out by this book because I'm definitely guilty of falling in love with these fictional boys who are a little bit pretentious, a little bit terrible, but a lot of it cute as heck. The next book I got, I'm so excited for. I actually mentioned this in my Finally Fall book tag, and that is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Ship of the Dead by Rick Riordan. Ooh! And I actually heard this is the very last Magnus Chase book in the series. But this is Rick Riordan we're talking about, so I'll give it a few months, but I'm actually going to be, I need to take my time with this book because I am very attached to the Magnus Chase characters, and I can't wait to see their quirky adventures. If you don't know anything about the Magnus Chase book series, the main character is a young man who finds out that his mom is a human woman and his father is a Norse god. So essentially it's Percy Jackson, but they're Norse now. The next book I got I know nothing about, except that it's written by Maggie Stiefvater, the author of The Raven Boys, and in my top 5 favorite book series ever. Maggie Stiefvater can do no wrong in my book, so I can't wait to read her new series. It's called All the Crooked Saints, and I have no idea what it's about. Next I got 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. Ooh. So I actually heard about this book first on BookTube, wow, full cycle, and I can't wait to dive in. This book is about 3 sisters who each have a magical power, and they are all fighting to the death to see who will get to become queen of their magical kingdom. This book seems like it has a lot of political intrigue and a lot of fun fantasy elements, so I can't wait. And look at the pages. The pages, I don't know if you can tell, but they're cool as hell with cool design on them. I can't wait. It's like the paper itself is like a fantasy wizard book. I don't know how best to describe it, but you gotta feel it. You'll love it. The next book I got, the first time I saw it at Barnes & Noble, I read the summary. This is like the first time I ever saw this book. I read the summary and I was like, meh. But I heard such great things on BookTube. Shout out to my girl, Zoe, or Read by Zoe. She read this book for a readathon that she did recently, and she sung its praises so much, and I really love her recommendations that I had to check it out. So I got it. And this book is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. And finally, the first book I found in Barnes & Noble, but my last one of this haul, is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. And this is a signed copy. No, his son Henry did not draw any Pokeballs, but I'm still happy that John signed it. And I actually watched his YouTube video on the Vlogbrothers channel where he read the first chapter, and I was very looking forward to it. I don't know if this book is sad or if it's more romantic or a little bit of both, but I can't wait to read it. And from what I understand, it is about a high school girl with very intense OCD and her journey she goes on, and I can't wait to see why it's called Turtles All the Way Down. So I'm highly anticipating this read. I think out of all these books, well, out of all the books I've already started reading Brooding YA Hero, but I think I'm most excited for Magnus Chase, because I need to know how it ends. I have to know if Magnus and Alex get together at the end, which, God, I hope so. And I will be doing a room tour as soon as I get 200 subscribers, so please like, comment, and share.